What's going on, Spartans? My name is Midnight and welcome back to yet another Berserk video. Wait, Midnight, Berserk video? You always upload Doom on your channel. What the hell is happening now? Well, as you guys already know, I want to expand more horizon on the channel because I do not want to get stuck on a single game like Doom. That's why in the past, like in August, September, or something like that, I made videos like Samurai Jack in Berserk, Vante in Doom's Hell, Master Chief in Doom's Hell, Guts in Doom's Hell. Okay, there's tons of Doom's Hell. Isaac Clarke in Silent Hill, Doomslayer in Asura's Wrath, Kratos in the SCP Foundation, Doomslayer in the SCP Foundation. Like, I always try to cross over different types of games or stories or media or whatever, but the main game in this channel is Doom. I have uploaded like, I don't know, like 20 or 30 videos of Doom in the past 3 or 4 months, and that's a lot for me. But recently I have uploaded more Berserk videos. For example, my first Berserk video was Could Guts Survive in Doom's Hell, then I did Guts vs the Goblin Slayer, then I did Guts vs Artorias the Abyss Walker, then I did the new adaptation for Berserk, and all of those videos get a lot of support and views and comments from the community, and I'm still very surprised because when I talk about something different that is not Doom or any other game on the channel, it gets very low reception and support, but those videos always get tracking at the beginning of the video when I publish it, and all the way to 1 week it's still getting like 1,000 views per hour or something like that. And because Berserk is my favorite manga of all time, I want to give more Berserk love in this channel. So I'm gonna introduce more Berserk in the channel slowly but surely. For example, I'm gonna do Guts in the Berserk universe. What? No. I'm gonna do Guts in the Dark Souls universe. I'm gonna do more matchups with Guts versus other characters, something like that. And overall, I wanna talk about the manga when it comes out, because right now the Berserk manga has everyone like this. I don't care about Griffith, please let me know what happened to Casca, oh my god! So yes, there has been rumors and statements from producers and directors, etc. that Berserk is going to get an anime adaptation on Netflix by the director of the Castlevania anime, Shankar. I pulled up an article from Comic Book Anime to read it for you guys. Anime fans want Netflix to greenlight Shankar's Berserk. Netflix recently launched a poll that instantly caught the attention of anime fans as it mentioned the lead character of Kentaro Miura's Berserk. And it's only gotten fans even more excited about a new series when Castlevania and Devil May Cry anime producer Shankar got in on the fun. Now that the idea of Shankar potentially adapting Berserk for Netflix is out there, it's all fans have been talking about since as they asked Netflix to greenlight the project. And for obvious reasons, Guts won the poll from who's your favorite Guts? Guts from Berserk or Guts from Kill la Kill? But then Shankar replied with, I think we already know my answer to this. Hashtag not another Golden Age arc. And that's the main topic I want to talk about in this video, but later. Netflix has made major strides with anime fans as it has licensed and produced series fans would have never expected, such as the aforementioned Castlevania and Devil May Cry shows, along with licensing the streaming rights for Neon Genesis Evangelion, producing a live-action Cowboy Bebop, and even producing a new Ghost in the Shell anime series. It seems like it's only the tip of the iceberg as now fans are hoping Netflix will draw their attention towards Berserk, which has struggled with its anime adaptations in the past. Not only is Shankar interested in taking on such a project, he has a major respect for the series as well, so fans would have no reason to be worried if Shankar did make a new Berserk adaptation happen for Netflix. Speaking with Forbes earlier this year, Shankar outlined how he would adapt this series to highlight Miura's gorgeous work in the manga. Berserk needs to come back. If someone reputable gets me the rights, I'll bring it back in that 2D hand-drawn animation and make it as closer to the manga, because the hyper-detailed beauty of Kentaro Miura's artwork in the manga is a true masterpiece. But yes, in the past, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe 2 months, I do not know, Shankar stated that he wanted to bring another anime adaptation for Berserk. My first impressions were that okay, he's going to make another anime adaptation for Berserk, maybe starting where Berserk 2016 began, and it's going to be aired on Japan or maybe on United States in, I don't know, Crunchyroll or Kiss Anime, some sites like that. But then it clicked like, okay, Shankar is making Castlevania and Devil May Cry for Netflix. If he's going to produce a anime adaptation for Berserk, he's going to adapt it and stream it on Netflix. And first of all, this is going to be very good for the Berserk community and Berserk overall, because having your anime, having your story being streamed on Netflix is going to be like, Berserk is going to skyrocket pretty much. No one in this planet, nobody knew what Devilman Crybaby was until it got animated last year. Devilman was an anime from the 70s and nobody knew what Devilman was, but when Netflix produced a Devilman Crybaby anime that pretty much is the same but with a different story or something like that. I haven't watched the original Devilman, but I did watch Devilman Crybaby. Devilman skyrocketed, like the sales of Devilman and the views of the original anime skyrocketed because of the Devilman Crybaby anime series on Netflix. And the same thing for Neon Genesis Evangelion. Everyone knows what Evangelion is, but because of Netflix is going to stream the anime episodes on Netflix, is going to skyrocket as well. Kill la Kill, Seven Deadly Sins, Naruto. There's a lot of animes that skyrocket in popularity again because of Netflix, because okay, Netflix is the biggest streaming platform on the earth, and if Berserk gets an anime adaptation for Netflix, it's going to skyrocket the manga, the original anime, the movies, even the 2016 and 2017 animes as well. But okay, Berserk on Netflix is going to do good for the community, for the manga, for the anime, for the author, for pretty much every investor that has money inside Berserk. But okay, the main point of this video was if Berserk should start at the beginning of the manga. That if Berserk should have a complete reboot of the series. For example, redo Golden Age arc, redo the movies, redo 2016 and 2017. And some of you Berserk fans might be like, but we do not need another reboot of the series. We do not need a Golden Age arc because the Golden Age arc from the movies and from the original anime was actually pretty good and impressive. The animation from the Golden Age arc movie was amazing, the artwork as well, and the pacing of the original anime was amazing as well, and the animation and art was good overall too. And I completely agree with you. If Eddie Shankar ever gets the rights for doing a Berserk anime, and he does not do the Golden Age arc, which he stated in his Twitter, I'm not going to be mad, but both the original anime and the movies skipped a lot of things from the manga Golden Age arc. For example, I think the most important thing and epic thing they skipped from the manga was when Guts fights against his first apostle. Wild, that thing, he looks like a chimpanzee. it's very funny, but the first apostle Guts ever fought, well, the first apostle he fought was Sud, Nosferatu Sud, my beautiful baby, but the first apostle Guts killed, or pretty much left in the brink of death because Sud was the one that killed Wild, and that fight was very epic, and Guts proved right there why he's one of the most badass anime characters or manga characters in all time. First, he didn't even have his Dragon Slayer sword. His pre-Dragon Slayer sword broke and he killed Wild by jumping on his head and with a knife and pretty much impaling his knife in his throat and in his eye. That was pretty epic. And I always wonder why did the studio that did the original anime and the movies skip that arc or skip that fight, because first of all, it skipped the fight. Okay, I can agree with the fight because it's very gory, it's very effing up, and there's a lot of things that happen that I think you cannot show on media. But if you compare that fight to Devilman Crybaby shows a lot of things that cannot be shown in television, I believe. Well, I do not know how rights and laws function on TV, but you cannot, okay, you get what I mean. If you Berserk fans have read the manga, when Wild picks up Casca and he rips her clothes, and you know what happens next, it's very effing up, but okay. They also skipped the Bakiraka arc when they fight with the Bakiraka, the assassins, in the sewers, and that was pretty epic as well. They skipped a lot of things, honestly, but okay. But okay, what I'm trying to say is that in terms of Golden Age arc, I think they should make a complete reboot of the Golden Age. Well, a complete reboot of the series, because if you make a reboot of the Golden Age arc, you're going to pretty much make a complete reboot of the Berserk anime. But okay, let's say that Eddie Shankar praying for the gods, gets the rights for the Berserk anime and starts producing, and he doesn't do the Golden Age arc. We know that the original anime starts with the gods going into a bar, killing some thugs and fighting an apostle, the snake, the big snake apostle, and he kills him. After that, it jumps to the Golden Age arc. Well, in the original manga, he goes to the bar, he kills some thugs, he kills a snake apostle, he then goes to the forest, meets with a granddad and his granddaughter, and pretty much fights demons all night, and the granddad and the granddaughter get killed. We saw that in the Berserk 2016 anime. But after that, in Berserk 2016, we get cut to when Guts meets with Furnace. He first of all skipped the time when Guts fight against the Count, an apostle that pretty much almost kills Guts. When the Count is about to get killed, he has his beheaded, I do not know how to pronounce the behelit, but okay. He has a behelit and activates the behelit, and when the behelit is activated, both Guts and the Count and another girl that was there too get teleported to pretty much like purgatory, hell, I do not know, and meets with Griffith and all the other 4 members of the God Hand. And we get to see a pretty epic fight, we get to see Griffith as Femto, we get to see a lot of things, hell, and they skip that overall. Then after that, in the manga happens the Golden Age arc, and then after the Golden Age arc, it begins the Lost Children arc, the most effing up arc in the history of anime. I do understand if they do not adapt that arc, because it's very effed up, and I do not know if you can show
oops family friendly content only here Spartan
in TV, so I do not know if they're going to animate that. But also I compared Berserk to Devilman Crybaby, and pretty much what Devilman Crybaby did was, it was a very gory and effing up anime and showed a lot of things that you cannot show, by my understanding, in TV, but because it's Netflix and it has a R-rated thing, I do not know, they showed it. So most people say that, oh my god, Netflix is going to do a anime adaptation for Berserk, it's going to suck. No. First of all, if the producer and the director is good enough, he's going to make a good adaptation by artwork and animation. And second of all, in Netflix we have a very gory anime like Devilman Crybaby, and honestly I still think Berserk is more gory than Devilman Crybaby and more graphic. But if Devilman Crybaby could show those kinds of things on Netflix, then Berserk can show when Guts gets in bed with Donovan, when Casca is with Griffith, when Guts fights Rosine, when Guts is in a barn and pretty much all of the, in quotes, elves, they were like bees or mosquitoes, and they are all burning. And pretty much I want to see redone when Guts got the Berserker armor, because the Berserker armor arc, when Guts fights against Grombelt on the house of the Supreme Witch, I do not remember her name, and he gets the Berserker armor, I think that is the most epic arc of all of the Berserk manga, and it was poorly made on the Berserk 2017 anime. Like, I prefer watching the game, the cutscenes of the game, and the cutscenes of the older game for the PS2 for watching that scene, because the Berserker Armor 2017 scene was bad. It sucked so much. But okay, Spartans, in my opinion, they should do a complete reboot of the Berserk anime. Maybe not redo the Golden Age arc, but because we didn't get any other arc after the Golden Age, we skipped all the way to when Guts meets with Furnace. I think they can do when Guts fights against the Snake Apostle, when Guts fights against the Count, when Guts meets the God Hand on the Underworld, Purgatory or whatever, the Lost Children arc, and from there on out, it's good. Like, I think everyone wants to see those arcs animated because they are very important. When Guts fights against the Count and the Snake, we see Guts at his most angriest. And when Guts fights against Rosine, and in the Lost Children arc, we see Guts at his lowest point. At one point he was happy because he was killing the souls of children. It was pretty bad, but yeah, I think everyone wants to see those arcs animated. So okay, Spartans, please let me know what you think about this video. Did you like it or not? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Also follow me on Twitter, because I'm gonna do a Q&A. I'm gonna ask questions on Twitter, so if you want to ask a question, go follow me there and reply to my tweet of the Q&A on Instagram and on Twitch as well. And so okay, Spartans, that is all for today. If you guys like the video, slap a like on it, I would appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, take care, and I love you very much. Thank you for watching, Spartans. I really do appreciate it. Bye bye. Berserk needs a new anime. Oh my god.